Let's bring the guy on next to you. Taryn Green was invited. We'll see if he ends up making it. Not sure where he is. Jersey number. Okay, he's down on the field somewhere. He's talking to somebody doing something down there. He had a great game, by the way. Taryn rushed for 118 yards and a couple of touchdowns today for the Lobos in their victory over River Valley. And we'll see if we get him on in our wrap-up here in just a bit. Meanwhile, let's jump to the next guy. And this guy here ends up with a big game, 2 quarterback sacks, a number of quarterback pressures for the guy that wears jersey number 5, who lines up at that defensive end position for Snowflake and wreaks a lot of havoc. And he had a number of other tackles and a number of other just plays that influenced the outcome of the game. And for all of that, by the way, he is also named the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game right here, Payson Cardon. Payson, congratulations, man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
How did it feel to get the win tonight over River Valley?
I was a little nervous going in, watching them on film. They looked like a pretty good team, and then I showed up there, and our whole team showed up. So we played pretty well, and I'm impressed with what we did tonight.
I want to take you back to an earlier conversation you and I had this season, and it was me asking you, because I'm looking at you, and I'm not seeing defensive lineman. I'm not seeing defensive end in the body type that you have. I'm going to guess you weigh about 165. Am I close?
177.
Okay, 77. So you're solid. It's all muscle.
Yeah.
Your body fat's down about 3.5%, 4% or something like that. You're wrestling too, right? You're a wrestler?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to. I need to go out and catch you on the mat there. But Payson, we had a conversation earlier, and I had to just you don't fit the mold of playing that defensive line position, and you explained to me then how you ended up playing on the line, and I want you to explain it again, because I think it speaks to something like you're a kid out there playing, and you just want to get on the field somewhere. You got to make that known to your coach, and you got to show some things and prove some things. And you know what? It's always better to be on the field than watching it from the sideline. So let's talk about you ending up on that defensive line.
So going into the season, I wanted to try to come back to play middle linebacker, and just going into there's a lot of competition. I mean, Taryn Green coming back from being in a rotation on varsity and having a lot of field experience. The kid reads the ball, has a read on the ball before it's even made it through that gap. And same thing with Coy Swartz. They're just both really quick and aggressive, and they just fly into those gaps and make plays. And I looking back at that, knew I probably couldn't do that, and so I went back to the coaches, and I know they talked to me a little bit before about playing D-end, and I said, hey, I'll go play D-end for you guys. I know we're short on D-linemen. I'll go in there and I'll give it a shot.
It's worked out pretty good for you. How have you adjusted? Have you come to a point where you kind of love playing that position, or how does that work for you?
Yeah, I love playing it. It's not as fun as middle linebacker, but I enjoy it there. It's fun to play. Getting a sack and stuff, it's a great feeling. All the emotions that go through your mind and stuff, and the way you feel, it's a blast. I love it.
Pretty big rush, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you got a couple of more sacks tonight, to your credit. Any idea what your sack total number looks like?
I think I ended up with 4.
On the season?
On the
4
season?
tonight. 4
Yeah,
tonight.
4 tonight. And
I remember 2, but 4 would be a pretty stout number.
Yeah, I think I ended up with 9 total sacks.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good number right there, man. Those guys in the NFL getting paid big bucks when they come up with 9 sacks.
Yeah.
The guy right here next to me is part of a big win tonight. So your defense, we really felt like rewarding the defense tonight was important, because your defense has played well. Patrick saying that in the Winslow game to finish out the season, thought you guys played a great game, and again tonight yielding only 7 points to a team that certainly had some weapons out there. That River Valley team. How do you feel about your defense, where they are right now, and going into the second round of the playoffs?
I know we were struggling a little bit at the beginning of the season, but we really stepped it up. Our D-line, I love working with those guys. They're just machines. They're nonstop, and our middle linebackers are the same way. They're tackling machines. Our DBs are excellent. I think we're a pretty stout defense.
How do you feel about playing Blue Ridge again?
I feel like we're going to give it to them if we play them again.
You happy to have Blue Ridge come up on the schedule one more time?
Oh heck yeah, we got some unfinished business.
There you go. You're gonna get a chance to finish that business a week from tonight, right here at Lobo Stadium. You get to host the Jackets in the second round, and you are the Sports Zone Radio Player of the game tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, there's Payson Cardon.